So, can you work from the road in 2023? I think you can. Let me show you our setup. Hey there everyone, welcome back to One Strange Adventure. Welcome to the next video. If you're new here, my name is Harold Strange and my wife and I sold everything. We travel the country full-time in our 2021 Grand Design Momentum 399. It has a 13-foot garage on the back. We have converted our garage into living space. It now doubles as our bedroom / office. Today's video, we're going to walk you through exactly what we use to be able to work, because both of us work full-time and our kids go to school online as well. So we have a lot of things going on during the day. In addition to our full-time jobs, we also have YouTube and social media accounts and things like that. But we're going to show you our setups and how we get everything done. First, let's talk about internet setup, because this question actually comes up a lot. We do not have a fancy, elaborate internet setup in the RV. What we have is several carriers with their own individual hotspots. The first one being, and the most reliable, is T-Mobile 5G home internet. It is a little router that's about this big. It's unlimited. There's no throttling. It's $50 a month. Next, we do have a business. So we actually have a AT&T business account. It's called wireless broadband. It is on a 5G Nighthawk, and that gives us really good internet across the country as well. Next up, we do have Starlink. We have the residential package with mobility added because it's an older package, so we're grandfathered into that. And then the fourth thing that we have is we have our wine guard that's on top of our RV, but we have a Verizon SIM card in that. And I actually took the SIM card right out of my iPad and popped it in there, and it works fine. We use that as a backup, purely backup. Most of our usage goes through the T-Mobile home internet box or our AT&T account, and then the kids use Starlink for the majority of the time. Now you know how we actually connect and we're able to work. We have a lot of redundancy there, having 4 carriers. Next thing we need to talk about is equipment. Now, we actually have this desk right here that folds up, and we got it off of Amazon. Links are in the description to everything we talk about today. But this desk actually folds up, and it folds up really flat, so that on travel day, we can just sit it against the wall and bring the bed down, and then it just holds it in place. This desk is really light, it's small, and it's pretty easy to store. So it checks a lot of boxes, and I actually like that it has a second kind of tier on it so that I can put my extra monitor on that tier. So that actually is really helpful when we're working. Now let's talk about the monitor. This monitor is actually a portable monitor. It has a cover on it just like an iPad. It's protected, plus you use it as a stand. This monitor can be plugged into the wall, or you can actually use USB-C cables straight from the computer to power it. If you want to use it for something other than the computer and that has a USB-C cable, it does have an HDMI port, but you have to use it plugged into the wall. I really like this because I don't have to plug it in all the time. I just plug the computer into it and it turns on. The other thing I love about this is that it does have its own case, its own cover, and it's in 4K. This little thing is 4K. I also love that it's very thin and very easy to store. So a lot of times when you have a big monitor, you either have to make sure that it's very secure in its place so that when you're going down the road, it's not bouncing everywhere. or you have to be able to break it down each time you want to travel. With this, I just put the little flap down and I stick it in my media cabinet and it's good to go. Now let's talk about how I keep the monitor in its place. This was an awesome find on Amazon as well. And what it is, it actually folds it flat and it's just like a tablet stand. So you unfold it and it has it's telescoping and then it tilts as well. So you can get the monitor at the right height. It's got a nice heavy base so that it can't fall over. And these little arms right here that the tablet rests on, it's a rubber grip so it can't just slide off. But this gives me the perfect area to be able to pop the monitor on there and get it high enough to be able to see it behind my MacBook. The other thing I absolutely love about this thing is that it folds down flat. It takes up hardly any space and it was cheap. I throw this into the media cabinet on travel day and we're good to go. Love this for my portable monitor. Also used for an iPad. The next thing that I absolutely love is our chair. One, it matches the color in our room. And two, it's super comfortable. I actually got this from Staples and I think it was like less than $100. So it doesn't have a lot of adjustments to it, but it's actually really comfortable. That mesh just kind of forms to your back. I'm able to sit in this for long periods of time, working with work and with YouTube work throughout the day. So great pickup. And it matches the desk, right? It's white. The blue matches the walls. Just kind of fits. Another thing we love about this setup is that we're in the garage. So the back patio comes down. You have a nice view. You get a lot of natural light. You get you can get a cross breeze. It's just really pleasant working back here. And we've modified it so that it feels homey. Plus, one of the things that we have found is very important when working on the road is being able to separate your workspace from your living space. Because I have this area back here, I'm able to get out of this area. When the day is done, I do move the desk over and bring the bed back down. As soon as we wake up, bed goes up, desk goes over, and we're ready to work. Now you might be thinking, well, Harold, that's a great place to work, but there's two of you. So where does Cindy work? Let me show you. What we've done is we've modified the living area of our RV. We took the dinette out because we have the big island that we can eat around, put in an IKEA desk. And this desk is just really nice. It presents a really nice working area. So Cindy actually works right here. She has an iMac. The chair is also from IKEA, surrounded by plants and surrounded by a big wall of windows. So you get a lot of natural light. It's a really good space, and it kind of doubles because when we're watching TV or something, we still have the chair that we can use. It presents a really nice working space for Cindy while I'm back there in the garage taking conference calls. It does tend to be a little quieter back there. I am on conference calls more. She's kind of heads down doing more accounting work. So it works out for both of us. So if you're thinking about full-time RVing, or you're thinking about going onto the road for an extended period of time and you're just not ready to make that commitment for full-time, don't feel like you have to have a perfect space to work, because it's an iterative process. This is like the 4th or 5th time we've kind of figured out how we want to work. Don't be afraid to experiment. Figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you need and what you don't need, and then make adjustments as you go. You're not going to get it perfect the first time. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you're thinking about going on the road, check out some of the links in the description. We have everything that we talked about here today down there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, make sure you subscribe. Till the next strange adventure, keep making your own.